Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly messages from Spirit reading for November 2021. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Sagittarius. This will not resonate with every Sagittarius that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. If this reading is not for you at all, Sagittarius, I highly suggest checking out your other signs in different placements. My intentions for this reading, Sagittarius, is to channel and provide messages from Spirit for you for the month of November. From the beginning of this month to the end, if there's any insight, clarity, guidance that you can receive from this about what it is that you've been experiencing and what to expect from what's to come by the end of November, will be made clear to you, hopefully, by listening to this message. And this can impact any aspect of your life, whether it is love and romance, career and finances, home life, or even spiritual evolution. Whatever Spirit would like to bring forth, I hope it's what's been weighing the heaviest in your heart and in your mind at this time. So if you have any beings of the light that you would like to welcome forward into the space for you, whether they are specific angels, archangels, ancestors, deities, spirit guides, maybe even passed down loved ones, you are welcome to do so now. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. I will be clearing the energy using the sound bowl. If you are listening to this using headphones, I do suggest turning it down a little bit. I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's get this started. Beautiful. Two things I heard from Spirit just now, and this could add to the story, just be separate than what the cards have to say, but I saw like someone just literally climbing out of a deep, dark place that maybe some of you have felt like you've been in for a while. I don't know if it's dark night of the soul or just a very difficult situation in your life you've been dealing with for a while. But I heard you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and then right after that, you're finally free. So Sagittarius, I think you're starting to see that you're coming out of a situation, finally, that you've been struggling with, dealing with, that you felt entrapped you, that you felt imprisoned you, that you felt stifled you, your authenticity of who you are. And it's been a journey coming back into that place of self, where you feel confident moving forward with, where you feel free to be authentic with. It just feels that there is something that was in or around your energetic field or just happening in your life that you just felt so constrained by. But November, you're making the moves to separate yourself, to free yourself. And that could just mean a message for some of you guys out there. If it doesn't resonate, let's see what the cards have to say. So, Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know for the month of November? What does Sagittarius need to know for the month of November, Spirit? And just because I called you Spirit, you need to know Spirit's very much with you, Sagittarius. Whew! Beautiful. Okay, so two cards came out for you guys, my beautiful Sagittarians. Solitude and Uncovering Treasure. And it says, in silence, peace prevails. And beneath the surface lies great bounty. Wow, yeah, discovery, self-discovery. It almost feels very hermit mode for me. You could have Virgo in your chart, doesn't have to be the case. But yeah, Sagittarius, the more you reconnect with yourself, with who you are, stripping away the labels that either people have placed on you, society has placed on you, you're remembering the essence of who you are. I don't know, I feel for some of you that you've tried to compromise your authenticity for the benefit of others, to fit in with others. And the beauty lies with your own originality. I don't know if this is in your career. It could definitely be with this treasure chest here. But it just feels in general like you're finally discovering that whatever you felt was flawed, what others made you feel was flawed, made you feel like you were alone, that no one could really resonate with you, with your energy, with who you are. That uniqueness is what's most treasurable about you, Sagittarius. And no longer are you relying on others to bring that value to you about yourself. You see that, or you're starting to see that within yourself by the space you're giving away from people who bring you down, cutting yourself free from situations that you just don't feel you can be yourself in. Whether that is relationships, whether that is situations in your life. And I almost feel for some of you, I don't know if this is the correct term, but what I'm hearing is like, for a while you were brainwashed in a way to believe that you had to change who you are in order to fit into this collective energy we live on here on Earth. But you are a rare breed, Sagittarius, is what I'm hearing. You are cut from a different cloth. And that uniqueness actually brings insight into the world that we really need right now. So if you guys may find yourselves in November just, staying home a lot more, recharging a lot more, but more importantly, whether you've been doing this or Spirit really wants you to connect more with yourself, to define your own truth, to stop looking outside of places for validation, for confirmation, or even for information. You guys have a strong intuition with this card coming through. Strong insight that you can give to yourself that you don't need to seek elsewhere. And by going deeper within yourself, you're uncovering greatness. You're uncovering value that no one else can give to you. Now with this dragon, some of you guys really resonate with dragon symbology. You could be born near the dragon in Chinese astrology. You could have a dragon tattoo. But yeah, you guys are powerful when you recognize your own power, when you recognize your own strength, your own fortitude. And I think that a lot of you are freeing yourselves by becoming and living your true authenticity and really believing in yourself, believing in that power. And once you believe in yourself, everything changes. Your mindset changes. And when your perspective of what you can accomplish, what you can achieve, is something that is positive, is affirming, is empowering, that will reflect in your life. Wow. Beautiful beginning to start this reading with. Let's keep going. You guys are coming back into your power, taking your power back if it has been taken from you, doing your own work. Some of you, this is shadow work. Others of you is just reminding yourself who you are and what makes you great, what makes you stand out from the rest. Because you definitely stand out, Sagittarius, let me tell you. Some of you even have like a golden aura, a powerful golden uplifting aura, but it's been dimmed by people who can't take that beautiful energy you exude because they don't have it within themselves. Tell me more, Spirit, about November for my beautiful Sagittarius. Family and tribe. Wow. So a lot of you, this has to deal with your family, especially certain issues regarding your family, how you were raised. Maybe some of you didn't have or don't have the best relationships with your parents, your siblings. But Sagittarius, if that's a message for you, I do feel there are karmic contracts with those family members. Something that you had to learn through being their sibling, being their daughter, their son. Even if you were adopted, to be chosen by them as being a part of their kin, to realize the greatness within you. And a lot of you are healing and transforming generational curses, traumas that you found yourself in, or that, looking back down your family line, you notice these patterns that just kept on repeating down the line, whether those were addictions, those were simply people who were marrying each other not out of love, but out of I don't know, community, out of feeling like they had to do what was best for themselves financially, for a security reason, more than just being in love with that person. But Sagittarius, by diving deep into yourself, really understanding who you are starting to attract people of your alignment who love you for your greatness, for your strength, for your fortitude, for your uniqueness, for whatever it is for some of you that made you feel like you had to hide that side. Whatever it is, your quirkiness, your confidence, it's different for all of you. I can do a whole list, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. And by being more certain of yourself, you're attracting people who are certain of who you are and see you for it and don't want to, rein you in for it or try to make you dismiss your beautiful characteristics that make you who you are. I feel for some of you, you finally found those people or finding those people that you really resonate with that you didn't before. People who accept you just the way you are. I do feel you have a powerful presence, Sagittarius, but it was dimmed. It was definitely dimmed. It doesn't need to be. You will attract the right people when you allow yourself to be open authentically. And anyone who, once you act out of your truest self, your truest intentions, try to dim that, you know it's time to cut it. You know it's time to walk away from it. And even if that does hurt them, Sagittarius, and you do feel compassion for them, I think it's okay with making the best choice for yourself to live freely in your own authenticity. But you are attracting your tribe. Or if you are healing certain relationships involving your family, I think it is moving in a positive way more than you ever saw before. Maybe I feel for some of you, someone wants to apologize to you about how they treated you, how they raised you. I'm hearing I did the best I can, or I could with what I had, which is true, for most of the times, even if we feel things were very unfair. Again, that's not accepting it, but that's realizing they didn't have a great toolbox to begin with. But, Sagittarius, if you were given or being raised by people who didn't have the correct tools to be parents or be the parents you needed them to be growing up, you used the tools that they gave you and you made something so much better out of it. Better than what they could have done. You are the person that is meant to break a lot of chains, a lot of family curses, traumas, and to overcome and succeed it and to heal it. And I do feel your ancestors are very close to you right now, Sagittarius. Pray to them and they shall reveal themselves. I think some of you may be with solitude and uncovering treasure, maybe looking into your ancestry, your roots, where you come from. And there may be some stories you'll reveal about what your ancestors went through. Certain situations that maybe have carried out to what you're experiencing now in your life. That gives you a better understanding of why it was so difficult or unfair. But even a lot of you too are breaking away from projections or expectations of your family that you felt you could never meet. Well, fine. I have my own, and that's enough for me. I don't need to attach my worth or my value to you anymore, because I know I have it within me. Wow. Oh, that hit hard. Someone could be wearing red right now. Someone's favorite color could be red, or connect with the color red as I feel it's building your root chakra. Or maybe Sagittarius, you're working on your root chakra in the month of November to strengthen it. Especially if someone struggles with anxiety. I think through healing past issues of programs that you've been programmed with, you're silencing that anxiety within you. Wow, let's keep going. more. My beautiful Sagittarians. You may resonate with the tiger as well. I'm hearing Eye of the Tiger, that song, such a throwback from like Rocky, that movie. I forget who it's by. Comment it below if you know who it is. Wow. So beautiful, that light at the end of the channel. Let me show you this card, Sagittarius, hope. There's hope, Sagittarius, and you're discovering that hope. But look where it is, where it lies. It's within this person. It's not her looking outside of it. You have fire, Sagittarius, within you. You are a fire sign. Maybe you're watching for a different placement, but still, you have the element of fire that exists within you, that is meant to shine always through whatever it is. And I think, Sagittarius, for some of you, Spirit is congratulating you for never giving up hope. Because once we give up hope, that's when things really go downhill. And even if we have found ourselves through dark nights of the soul, you still never gave up the hope and faith and optimism of the world or within yourself. Or maybe some of you are just discovering this just now, after living a life of pessimism, programming that was just, this is life, I got to deal with it, this is the best it's going to get. That voice is finally being silenced because it was never your truth. And what it says is, your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is hope. Okay, so this is going back to the family and tribe. Some of you may have loved ones, family members, parents, siblings, grandparents, even ancestors from way back when who are watching over you. You see signs of them. They send you reminders that they still watch over you, that they still love you, that they still care, and they are a spirit guide of yours. This is telling me it very, very clearly. And for a lot of you, whoever it is that you lost, if this is a message for you, if it's not, bear with me for a second, but who that family member that you lost either was someone that believed in you the most, that you felt such a strong connection with, and when you lost that, you struggled in having that same belief in yourself because you felt they were the only ones to get you, or whoever's passed on, you didn't have that great of a relationship with. You wish there was so much more you could have said and you could have healed before they passed on. But Sagittarius, they recognize that too. They wish they could have been different. They wish they could have made different choices. They wish they could have, I'm hearing, say goodbye the way they wanted to. And maybe even some of you left things unresolved, unsettled before they passed on. But in being this guidance for you, that's their way of making up for what was unsettled and unresolved. And they hope they're doing the best they could for you by being this guidance. Wow. The Sagittarius, again, whatever the story is for you, you are discovering your hope. You are discovering your truth. There is something happening in November that is giving you hope that your fight was worth it. That maybe just separating yourself from everything around you, people around you that were stressing you out, that were not encouraging you, not supporting you. You're finding that you had it within you all along, what you seeked from them. Wow. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot has to say. You are very loved, Sagittarius. And if you don't feel that way in this moment right now around you, Spirit loves you so much. Spirit is trying to send people your way that is in alignment of your beautiful soul, of your uniqueness. So much support that they want you to have and feel, but it starts within you before it manifests outside of yourself. Let's keep going. Ooh, 6 of crystals. So this is the 6 of Pentacles. Taurus energy. You could have Taurus in your chart. Does not have to be the case, but yes, Sagittarius. The support you seeked outside of yourself was already being waited to be locked in. locked, uncovered within, unlocked within, is what I meant to say. Sagittarius, your support of yourself is what aligns you to what you need to receive. You're getting clear about what it is you want, what it is you don't want, what isn't fair, what isn't just, what your soul needs in order to feel supported, to feel appreciated. Some of you may be receiving some financial support alone. But I also feel some people paying you back too, Sagittarius, who may owe you, whether that is financially or again, an apology. I do feel that if you felt like there was a lack, it will be solved within this month. I feel that there is some sort of financial issue going on in your life that you felt was very unfair, whether you weren't getting paid what your value is, or some part, I don't know, for some of you, especially with family, this could have been an inheritance or a family member trying to take too much than what they deserved for what you worked hard for. That's all going to be resolved. Spirit is looking out for you in that aspect. What has been taken, what you are owed, will be given. But I think, Sagittarius, a lot of you just realize that it's through creating that stability and support within yourself is going to align you with the support you need. Wow, let's keep going. And by the way, Sagittarius, I feel there is a relationship in your life, platonic or romantic, of someone that asks too much of you, whether that is financially or of your energy, of your time, and it does drain you. Sagittarius, give yourself that space. You are the one that can choose how much of yourself you can give. And if someone starts to make you feel bad for protecting yourself, or giving them the opportunity to work on it for themselves, you don't need them. You don't need them at all. You're a hard worker, I can tell that. And you don't owe anyone anything that you worked hard to achieve. Let's keep going. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh, Seeker of Crystals. So this is the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Strong Earth is coming through here. So a lot of you, again, this could be financial, this could be time, energy. Pentacle is what's tangible, or what we put in to make the tangible happen. And I get that under this family and tribe card, you're seeking those relationships. Again, I don't know, for some of you, you may be getting in contact with family members you've lost contact with, or it could be extended family members, just to learn more about your roots for some. But again, I think a lot of you are looking for valuable, meaningful relationships in your life that you can support and can support you in return, that can provide motivation, stability, comfort, the way you give to others. But now you're looking for that within yourself, which again is attracting that to happen in your 3D, outside of yourself. I feel with this Seeker of Crystals, though, Sagittarius, you have big goals and dreams and ambitions. And they can happen. You will make them happen in your own pace, at your own time. But again, it's uncovering the treasure within yourself, or realizing that you can get there is what's propelling you forward. Some of you may be getting a job offer, or be getting accepted a job that you really wanted. And even if you got rejected for it, it's just a closed door for something better. Maybe you're going to start applying to jobs. But this feels more family or financially security related than anything else. Let's get one more card for my beautiful Sagittarians for the month of November. You can make it happen. You can make anything happen. I don't know who needs to hear that. Wow, reflection. Beautiful. Didn't I say the Hermit card? The beginning of the reading. I don't like to be like, I told you so, but these confirmations are always pretty cool. Yeah, Sagittarius, you're finding the hope and strength within yourself by taking time apart from, the world, by going within. Man, let me tell you, I posted about this recently, and maybe some of you really resonated with my community post. It involved the hermit energy, it involved my own transformation and what I've been going through, and I feel a lot of you have been too. And some of you maybe finally in November, after working so hard, trying to climb, trying to overwork yourself, you're finally giving yourself, or should give yourself, that break to relax, to heal, to just take a break so you can reconnect with yourself again. So you can find that light within yourself again, because it is there, Sagittarius. I feel it through the energy of these cards and what I'm connecting with right now. You have a fire, a passion, a drive. It's just been dimmed, but you're reconnecting with it by going within. There's truths that you're getting downloads from, but it starts from asking yourself the questions: what do I need? What do I want? What do I believe of myself? What do I want to achieve, and why? And just by asking yourselves these questions, you're uncovering more and more of your truth. But this is a solo path, Sagittarius. This is one you must take by yourself. And it doesn't mean you'll remain alone, but it means that you'll gain the most clarity when you just block out all the noise and just listen to that inner voice of wisdom that is within you. You're an old soul. You've reincarnated on this life, on this earth many, many, many times, and each time you've learned something new that is meant to graduate you to the next level of being a human on this earth. But yeah, Sagittarius, you have something unique, special, and rare that you're uncovering or remembering by taking time to yourself and by healing yourself. Bottom of the deck, Adept of Crystals, Page of Pentacles. I want you to know that when this is over, when you finally see that light within yourself, that truth within yourself, you will be ready to experience what more there is to come. Again, I feel a new job. I feel unlocking a hope or a dream you kind of gave up on because someone told you it wasn't going to happen, or maybe you believe that yourself. You told yourself that, but it absolutely wasn't true. And you're going to start going back to school, taking certain classes, or getting back to being an apprentice, learning something new about something you've always been curious about, but you didn't believe in yourself enough to achieve and go for it. Studying something, a new hobby even for some of you. But for a lot of you, what I felt just at looking at this card, you're unlocking your true abilities to manifest. And like I said, once you believe in yourself, everything changes. And it will show in the 3D. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful reading, Sagittarius. My goodness. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this reading with these oracle cards called TLC for the soul. Such a beautiful deck. And I'm going to show you the image first to see what downloads you get from the image, and then I'm going to read the message that Spirit has for you on the back of the card. So let's see. Ooh, okay. That one turned, so this one is for you. Here's the image on the card for you guys. Give you a second to look at the card. Those two beautiful black swans. Interesting. Black swans in a river. Let me read the message with true love. Providence will deliver you again and again to kindred souls. In the past, you may not have been acquainted with the ways of love and may have given up hope of sharing your life with a soulmate. It should be someone who will stand with you, carry you, or be carried by you, based on whatever your and their life conditions call for. Above all, you need someone who fully accepts you for who you are, with your personality quirks and vice versa. Ultimately, this kind of love may be written in the stars, yet it most often comes into one's life through give and take, and that is first encountered in friendship and in small gestures of consideration between strangers. Approve of yourself. Express passion for life in all its disorderly ways. Open up to new love. Wow, yeah. So Sagittarius, you are being in alignment. You're opening yourself up to love again because you see love in yourself. or you're starting to, you're on that journey to uncover that, you know, if people didn't accept you, that had nothing to do with you, that had to do with because you weren't in the perspective they wanted you or saw you to be in. But that was never part of your truth. And finally, I feel, Sagittarius, through this inner work you've been doing or are doing currently, although it feels hard, it feels like a struggle, it is opening yourself up to your true authentic self, which then in return is aligning you with people who are true authentic with themselves, but ultimately accept you for all the good and the bad of whatever you perceive yourself to be, the quirks, the flaws, including the characteristics you love about yourself. It will all be accepted now that you know your truth and you're free from anything else that tries to stifle you. You're not going to be welcoming that energy into your life anymore, Sagittarius. You're seeking new things. You have big ideas, big goals, big dreams. And a lot of you are doing that through your inner work. Go for it. Be open to it. And you will be rewarded in the end. What a beautiful reading, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really hope that this has given you healing, clarity, insight, and guidance in regards to whatever you're going through in November. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Sagittarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.